Okay guys, I'm gonna do one simple video, just one simple one. I don't want to go so crazy over it. So, today I've decided to, release a video about Minecraft. Basically my story with it and, my experience with it and what I've been doing recently with it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. But well, of course, from the thumbnail, of course, if you could see, it says server story on it. But even though I'm including two stories because I don't want to create another thumbnail with this amazing cutting I've done with the thumbnail. Isn't that just wonderful? So today we're going to be talking about Minecraft. Let's go. So it all began when I was just playing Call of Duty. I was just playing regular Call of Duty, just playing around a multiplayer, screwing around with people, and, doing the usual. But then later on, my friends were, like, in Xbox Live parties, and they always kept on inviting me and telling me, hey, you need to get Minecraft, it's amazing. And then I'm like, well, no, I don't want to try another game. But they just kept on begging me to get the game, so I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I decided to download it, and, I guess I'm okay with it, First 30 seconds already just like launched it up, and it was like, wow, this game must be epic. So I decided to go ahead and press play and then created a new world, and then afterwards, first 30 seconds, I'm fighting a skeleton, and that was the first death that I had in Minecraft. I died by a skeleton because, I was just punching it, try to kill it, but then after 20 punches or so, it wouldn't die. So I died, and I respawned like on the other side of the map, and I was really pissed off, so I decided to quit. But then like 30 days later, I returned, and I decided to just play regular survival. So this is where the fun stuff actually happens. I made a new tree house, but it wasn't just any tree house, it was, yeah, a house. So when I made this house, I decided to just, keep on collecting resources and, just go with the basic shit, I didn't want to like go all too crazy over stone and stuff, so I needed to do something else rather than just what I was doing, which is wood. So I kept on collecting resources and, just kept doing the usual. But then later on, thank God with Xbox Live parties, I was able to invite my friends so that we can start making, this house and start making it even better. So my friend Desert decided to go ahead and destroy the entire tree that was inside this entire house, and then started to make floors. He also made a cave, and that cave was then his. And then I had my own chest area where I was able to put my stuff in. But then later on I decided to destroy it, and then decided to build and also destroy most of the stone that was in that area at the time, and then just decided to make a new room. Then I had some glass, and I decided to put in some glass. So now I had glass windows and, many other things. But then later on, I decided to go ahead and go outside. Not in real life, but, in the game. And I decided to go out and put on some crops. But of course, as the biggest retard that I am, I decided to go ahead and make a building, a structure, so that I can put in crops, instead of just putting it out in the open, where the sunlight is and all the water. And then later on, my friend Tyler came along. He decided to go ahead and teach me about duplication. I was able to learn much more about duplicating other items that I had in my inventory, if I wanted to duplicate them or not. And then, yeah, it went on from there. But then he decided to duplicate glass. And thank God I have a lot of glass. This time I was able to use that glass to make a glass house, and that's how it worked. But let's not go too far in that one. The duplication didn't work as well as it was, because, it wasn't really as good or useful. But I was able to make my structure like I really wanted to. And then later I decided to go ahead and make that house. Start decorating it, put in some glass. And then later on I got too carried away with it, so I decided to destroy all the wood that I had built already, and then just replaced all of it with glass. And then it turned into the glass house that it is right now. Later on, it just then continued from there. I started making a lot of changes and made my own room. I had a lot of other chest areas that I can put stuff in, and yeah, it went on from there. But then later on, Desert returns, and he decided to ask me questions like, do you have any lava? Yeah, sure. Do you have any TNT? Yeah, I do. Then later on it turned into griefing. The Desert was just destroying the entire house, and I was pissed. But then later on he decided to say, yep, Jared, you just got trolled. And he left. So now I was left alone, and I didn't know what to do. So I was just like, well, fuck, I guess I have to end my life at this moment because, this took so fucking long. I need to get Tyler. Well, he wasn't available at the time, so I had to really kill myself. Well, actually, you know, it couldn't really end that easily, could it? No. I decided to return, and then I started making more glass and just, had like a sand farm or some other way. Just started shoveling and getting all the sand resources that I needed, and all the stone and the coal that I needed, just so I can make a lot of glass manually, and it took forever. So, yeah, it went on from there, and I, was enjoying it, kind of. But later on, it then went a lot easier, because then it turned from a survival world to a creative world, and the creative part started making it a lot easier. So yeah, the whole glass house has now been rebuilt, and I am happy again. Then Desert returns, but this time he looks at the glass house and he's like, wait, I destroyed that. And I was like, yep, I know you did, but I rebuilt it, so fuck off. So this entire area was built by me, and also with other friends and other helpers that I really liked. And don't forget, this world is filled with roller coasters, and it's not really just roller coasters, but just rides. Call them rides, because that's easier and, fun. So that's all there was to it. That was the beginning of my Minecraft story. But that wasn't just the end of the story, right? I'm not gonna end it that soon. Because then later on, I decided to quit Minecraft, because I didn't really have a lot of things in my mind that I really wanted to build. But then 7th grade appeared, and I had my own laptop. But then everyone started playing Minecraft. I was like, hey, can I have that? And I was like, sure. So we had a USB stick that we just, transferred over a cracked Minecraft. It's basically where you have a Minecraft client that allows you to log in without, a username or password. Just have a username. So that was pretty cool. But the only access that you had was single player, so I couldn't play any multiplayer. So I stuck with single player and then started playing, and I actually enjoyed it. And that's where my name Pies Are Great came in, because I really like that name. And it was just something for fun, I didn't really want to, go too complicated with it. So I just went like Pies. I was like, phone number text. You know how white girls text, RGR8. There we are. That's how you pronounce it. Not a lot of my friends really know how to, pronounce my name correctly, and a lot of people in Gmod don't know how to pronounce my name correctly. It's very funny, but, sometimes it's, very complicated. Okay, yeah, already it's complicated. A lot of people get it wrong, so I don't know what to do. You know what? Fuck it. I'm keeping the name. I like the name. And it's copyrighted, too, on my Steam account. But that's when Battlecraft came in mind. I decided to make a new world, just a flat world, and I was like, you know what? My other friends are like making these worlds, these basic worlds where they have like a fenced-in area, 2 houses, 2 fortresses, and a lot of other, stone fences so that you can hide behind and start shooting arrows at other people. That looked pretty interesting. So I was like, you know what? I'm making my own Coliseum. So I decided to go ahead and make this world, and started from there. And I had some people like HeyBad22 and some other friends, HappyMiner121, I think that's his name, and a lot of others. It was just so fun. We started making this entire Coliseum with just iron blocks and bedrock, mostly bedrock, and I started to add in final touches and even the chandelier at the top. And yeah, there you go. That was the beginning of Battlecraft, and I was like, you know what? This is going to be popular, but I've seen a lot of people use servers lately. You know what? I think I'm going to make my own server. So I go on to bucket.org, and this was the time before they got shut down, and I was able to get the resources that I needed, and I started the server. Then I was like, wait, it's not being publicly shared, so what do I do? Well, I had a public port, so I was able to share that port to Minecraft server lists, and the first person that joined was Darth Laser, and thank God he is still alive. So this dude really helped out the server. He was the first one to join the server, I'm pretty sure. He joined the server and he was like, hey, looks like you're starting out pretty easily, aren't you? He was like, yeah, I am. This is kind of like basic. I don't really want to go too complicated. And he's like, dude, you need plugins and stuff. So he decided to suggest me some other permissions and essentials and other things that I needed to, start the server and kick it off. So then I was like, I'm gonna like you someday. Well, actually, wait a minute. That's wrong. I like him. He's amazing. He suggested all these things to me, and thank God he's still alive again. And also he's admin or /owner on the server, because since he's the first person who joined and actually is trustworthy, I really enjoy his company. He's really fun to play with, and yeah. started up from there, and the server's still doing okay, I guess. Well, we'll see later. And then some other people joined, and like I got my friends from school to join the server too. And guess what? This server was not running on just any normal server. It was running on a laptop, so I had it like running at home, and without me moderating it, I was able to just, do stuff from the school while the laptop is at my house. It's pretty cool, isn't it? But there was an issue. My friends were like, you know what? Your permissions isn't working. We need to op every person. They decided to do that, and WorldGuard decided to fuck up with us. And those people that we opt literally knew the commands and destroyed all the other places that I have already made. And yeah, they griefed it, they banned me, and I was unable to access the server. But then I had my father actually access his computer. I know. He accessed the computer and decided to help me out and get my server back to normal. And I was happy again. But that was the first time I actually got hacked. Voice crack. Yeah, that was the first time that I got hacked, and yeah, it was just like that. It was pretty normal. I liked it. But this is the other thing. So this is how it started. Basically, when I made my server, other people started joining, and they were pretty fun, but they didn't really see a lot of fun in the games, but they saw fun in me. Like, they always wanted to talk with me and always wanted to, get staff. And that's the issue with Minecraft servers these days. They always ask for staff. They always want to, like, hey, can I be staff? Hey, can I be op? No, you can't. Fuck off. Submit your application, and there you go. One story, and this is actually familiar, this guy literally just wanted to, be an admin right off the bat. And he says, no applications, no nothing, no bullshit, just make me an admin. I'm trustworthy enough. I was like, no, you're not. You're basically, forcing me to make you an admin, so no, I'm not going to do that. But if I wanted to, I could make some fake groups and fuck with you guys if you ever wanted to ask me for staff or any kind of other thing, so I can fuck with you if I wanted to. But yeah, that guy was really confusing, but we did ban him afterwards. But continuing on, I actually ran into this one guy that when I did the second launch of my server, I had Deathblade Gaming. This guy was amazing. He can build things, he can always, make plugins for me. Not really, but he can suggest plugins and, help out. And he also got some other people to join the server, and it just went from there. I had another person named JP. He was able to actually get other people to join, and those people were also trustworthy, so they are helper or moderator on the server. And some other people that I've ran into are also currently staff, but apparently quit Minecraft a long time ago. So I don't know why they're still part of the staff list. If you actually checked before, we still have them. I don't know why, but they're there. But Lily MC and Jennifer, they're both amazing people, and they're really good at helping the server. So thank God they're still there. But then later on, the second launch came along, and the second launch was amazing. We had over about 30 players join the server that one night, and it was amazing. They actually enjoyed the games, and they really liked it, but later on, they just kept on asking for staff, and they started playing with Zox more than me. Well, it doesn't really matter, but still, you have games on your server, and they're not playing with it. They're just fucking around, talking and chatting with each other, and it's like, okay, it was nice talking to you, fuck off. So yeah, I'm kind of pissed off, but, later on, the server died, and no one wasn't even joining the servers anymore. I'm now using my server as, like, a test server now. I kind of like just submit my own plugins. Whenever I create plugins, I decided to send them over to my main server, and, just start doing it from there. And, yeah, it happens like that pretty easily. But I do have a couple other mini games on the server right now if you guys ever want to try it out. The server IP is in the description if you guys want to join the server, but, it's still up and running if you haven't noticed. So yeah, that's basically my Minecraft story. The next page is probably going to be written next year. So yeah, that's my Minecraft story. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you actually enjoyed this story. If you guys like this, I might be making more stories if I ever experience them yet. So yeah, I'm not speaking correctly. I need to get some sleep. So good night. And yeah, see ya.